Hello everybody, welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream where we are continuing onward with the Chrono Wars series. Here we are all the way at file 10B, which is supposed to be the thrilling conclusion until more games get made for it. So hopefully we get some closure here? I don't quite know. We finally got closure on who the child was that we ran over and killed in part 8. That was Asher. I had to stop and think because there are many characters and they are all not very well defined. They kind of blend in together in terms of what they actually do since they're always a giant group. Anyway, we ended off our last stream at the end of the first file and received our password, and now we get this really fancy looking password system to input before we can play. What actually happens if we try to play without putting in a password? That. Okay. We get a cool spaceship and nothing more. Also, we're still dead on the title screen. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's actually neat how it wraps around by actually, is cycling through. Alright, time to spell chronic. I don't think it's faster going backwards, actually, with how it's doing this. That's such a weird way of doing this. I've never seen anything handle letters like this. I can scroll pretty decent at, going forward. It's very cool. It's just, I don't know, ZZTers were obsessed with these password systems. And this one's not even, storing data. Other RPGs will, transfer over, your equipment or spells or magic points or something. This is just making sure you don't skip ahead. But there's an editor. It is not difficult to skip ahead. And I'm pretty confident that by the time this game came out, people knew how to get around any locks. Okay, we're allowed to play the video game, everybody. Now let's hopefully not instantly be killed. How far away are the ships? Oh, this just gets right into it, huh? Tripoli and Intrepid are 1 light year away. Does that mean much of anything when we can time travel and reality travel and all these fun things? Okay, so the evil Mr. C is going to blast us out of the sky. Of space. The space sky. The ultimate is approaching. They're powering weapons. Here's a whole list of everybody. Transport to the Tripoli. Relieve Captain Aaron. And yes, Sivian actually asks you trivia about a different ZZT game that the author didn't even make before you're allowed to play it. They're both published by the same company, so there's some relation there, but I don't think I have to tell you that that does not justify what he did. Chronos is very good at getting to reuse these boards. Okay, where are we going? To our other ship. Our old favorite. Does the window still have the same message? Yep. So I think we got the classic crew? No, who's Ben? Captain Hudson sent me here a little bit after you came. Cal is no longer fit to operate this vessel. I am to take over. Ah, the Tripoli. Much more quaint than the Intrepid. Cal does belong at the controls. Are we gonna mutiny? Back on the Tripoli, where we belong. Yes, what is today's date? This is meaningful. Oh no! Cannot find date. Time-space anomaly at fault. And the replicator's broken too. It's a horrible ship. Asher, Joe, Cal, and Roto. Let's see. We probably could fill this ship up with like everybody if we also include some of the people who are like only ever on the bridge of the Intrepid. Hudson has given us orders. We shall battle the Alliance fleet. I've temporarily knocked off their extra-dimensional warp drives. Wow, the ship sure has been refitted. Yes, it was refitted according to Jane's plans while we were in Chris's tower. With a small window of time to battle them at a 3-dimensional level. This is very advanced. Enter passage. Well, I guess that's all there is to it. Are we gonna have to actually, like, fight a space battle? Oh my god, we are. Space battle, that's what it's called. And some music that sounds like it was meant to loop, but I'm very glad is not looping. Or maybe it's gonna loop when I close this out. Space battle, save here. Press the directions to move the ship. You can also shoot. Type +C to bring up the control screen. The control screen, you can put the ship into hyperdrive. This can only be used 3 times and lasts for only several seconds. You must destroy the Ultima in back. Good luck. Okay. There's a silencer on this board, so we don't have to hear all the bullets. I'm a big fan of that. The ships are mostly taking themselves out. And the... Okay, it is shooting in other directions now. This is not great. It works. It functions. That's good. This is, not particularly impressive, though. No, I ran into a bullet, not a wall. Space wall. Let's look at it. Actually, first of all, how is this thing not dead? Secondly, let's go into hyperdrive just to see what that does. And also bring up the help screen again. Hyperdrive. So it makes me move really fast. For a considerable length of time, I would say. We win! That was not very exciting whatsoever. Yes, we beat them. That was easier than I thought. No, we're picking them up again. The ship is undergoing repairs on a phased space station. Oh no. The Ultima? I saw it explode right in front of my eyes. They're dead. He can control time. Perhaps he altered our flow of time to one where it wasn't quite destroyed yet. And why wasn't the Intrepid there to help us fight? There's a huge force field generated by the station. It was generated after you entered its radius. Just destroy the central core and get the heck out of there. Will this war ever end? Destroy the gate into the central core. This is a really big... First of all, I should not be going left. That's not a great way to start this. But this is really mixing things up. This looks far more threatening than anything on the last screen. Oop, that's not how ricochets work. Uh-oh. Suddenly, this got much more difficult. Oh, can I actually fly in there? I assume that was like water and thus solid. Well, we died. Cool burning wreckage. New strategy. And the sad thing with using an engine like this is there's no way for the... Okay, so that is a wall. Okay, that's just like a defense thing. I think. Okay. That's a start. Okay. How much ammo am I supposed to have for this then? Why did I explode up top? Why did one of the ricochets disappear? I have a lot of questions right now. And I really should have saved in the middle of that. Okay. So you just have to pace yourself. It's a good thing the ship can turn around so quickly. There we go. That's Space Wars, everybody. We just lie in there for 1 second. Okay. Oh, those two guys down there got caught. Weren't able to get repairs in time. Damn it, engineering, status. They've knocked out our warp drive, and our weapons are at half capacity. Damn, they've hurt us bad. Not to mention they destroyed the great patch in the universe by destroying the starbase. I don't know how that small blue ship could have beaten us. It was 3 times our size, sir. Shut up! If I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. So you can access your Chrono Wars 10 control center again, plus info. Thank you for the reminder. Well, I guess I'm Asher. Info, credits, item, party, commands. There's so much still. Set blaster to kill, just in case. So we're on their ship. Ah, it's Rachel. Who's Rachel? I don't know. I was like reading all that dialogue about like the ship and who won and who lost, getting very confused, thinking it was us, the good guys. Don't have clearance to go here. Ooh. I am getting dropped frames. Is it gonna come back to life? Do I have internet access even? Yeah, I see chat. Load a website. Okay, it's condition green again. Let's go see what Rachel has to say. I'm Rachel, the one who brought you here. Okay. All will be explained. Well, hello, Rachel. And why ever did you do that? I am against the Alliance and Chris's works. Call me an operative. I have brought you here so we can sabotage the Ultima and get out of here. But isn't the Ultima already considerably damaged? Oh no, the repair systems are already circulating a timeline in which it isn't damaged. They will alter the flow of time to repair the ship. The lazy bastards. Talk about it. Now we have to get into the tubing systems to get to the other side of the engineering deck, and then we can do some real damage. We'll first have to send a message to the rebel fleet to get a lock on us before the ship goes up. Correct. I've already taken care of that. The fleet knows about us. Thanks. Now follow me in here. Now we've got access to Rachel. You are now Rachel. Yeah, they're just cheating time, I guess. I think they're just like merging a timeline where they won. I'm very, very certain that Rachel was introduced right here, right now. She is just another like rebel who is currently a spy for the Alliance. Into the dark we go. Oh, Roto's here too. I've taken the liberty of uploading a copy of my operating system into this computer. Hey, something has invaded our computers. Don't worry, he's Roto of friends. Roto, what are you doing here? Review all your instructions now. In 40 seconds, I will set off a meltdown in the warp core when the security system cycles. Your job is to deactivate the shields. You must shut down the conduits in this order. Grabs a pen. Oof. Smacks the gamepad on the desk. 7B. 6A. 4A. Why is that, like, repeated? 7B, 6A, 4A. No other circuits can be shut off. Hurry, you have 40 seconds. It's a little different from my plan, but what the heck? That's the spirit. Our gems are time remaining. Yes. Okay, so we gotta find these. We need 7B, 7A, 7B, 6, no. 4A. Where's 4A? So this must be 6. 6A. 4A. Shield deactivation successful. Go back to the computer to begin transport. I mean, I think when you're making Chrono Wars for so long, you just kind of are unable to stop. How do I get out of here? Just walk forward and you'll be transferred to the Tripoli. Okay, that's how. Welcome back, Asher. Good work on destroying the Tripoli. Roto did that. Wait, where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? I'm sorry, Asher. We couldn't save her. Oh no! Rachel! We didn't do your plan. And now you're erased from existence. No, that was... I think that was the Ultima. Wait, destroying the Tripoli. We're on the Tripoli, I thought. This is very confusing. The window for these is tough to say because we only have the first 9 as like a single release. This one is 1997. The Chrono Wars 1 to 7 pack starts in early January 97. Wait. My god, these are all in the same year? I don't know how much I trust that. Also, yeah, that's not even like women in fridges. She just was here and now she's gone. I mean, obviously they're not happy about this, but I don't feel like this is motivation for these characters. They sure care about Rachel a lot more than they care about the child they ran over. That's for sure. But Chrono Wars 10 is December 97, and then Chrono Wars 11 isn't until April of 1999, so there's a huge gap in comparison. Sorry, Asher, we couldn't save her. Can't believe you fools have done it. You have destroyed the universe. Chris, you're still alive? Nah, really, I am a survivor. Humans, we destroyed the Ultima from inside out. Yes, you did. I am in a small shuttle. I just barely escaped. I no longer have the power to alter the flow of time. I no longer have my alliance. You have destroyed me and the universe. The universe? Tell us, how have we... Fools! That was the starbase which kept the universe on life support. That was the patch on the wound in the universe. The wound you inflicted on your first experiment. Now what? I thought you contained that wound in the universe down on the planet. Yes, I controlled the universe there. I contained the wound in the universe there. You see, that ultimate laboratory had an uplink to the station. It did everything through the station, got it? We blew up a lot of things, apparently. I mean, that's what the core was. When we had to awkwardly fly into there. It's really cool how this one ZZT series could absolutely use, a dedicated lore wiki to make sense of it. It's very much ahead of its time in that way. Okay. I have no more use of this life. You're going straight into a wormhole. Stop! You don't need to do that. I suggest you save your own lives. Like that'll matter. Mr. C goes into the wormhole, probably to his death. Well, I can see how there's a part 11 here. My counterpart has left this universe. Feels strange. You're fading. You're shifting in and out of existence. You must have had all Chris's connected somehow. Wherever I'm going, it's the same place he's going. Ah! This is wonderful. Goodbye, other Chris. Come back. You would have made a great rebel officer. He's completely gone, Cal. That means the entire Hall of Chris's. What's that thing out in space? Asher, the universe is starting to fall apart. There are dozens of time ripples appearing everywhere. Hudson, I think we fucked up. Chris isn't exactly a good guy, but I think we fucked up here. Hudson, do you read me? Yes, I read you. Yes, I know, Chris has just flown to his doom. You're right, we should find a more stable part of the universe. What? You're answering questions I'm not even asked. Well, aren't you coming? Great, now they're gonna purposely make the plot not make sense because of the universe collapsing. Yes, I read you. What is it, Cal? Something very weird just happened. You were about a minute ahead of us in the timeline. But not anymore, I know. We were hearing from you about Chris flying into the wormhole a minute after our scanners indicated he did. Let's get the heck out of here. Agreed. To a more stable part of the universe, we've got to follow a path with less concentrated temporal rifts. Hey, I'm feeling woozy. Oh no, it's a good thing Ben is here. Simple layout. I'm glad I could be here for Cal's accidents. Okay, Hudson. I'm here. Let's get the heck out of here. The fabric of the universe is safer at Earth. Let's go. That's incredibly convenient in a Doctor Who way. Touch the green block to the west. That was a lot to take in. He really shouldn't have let me go back out here if it's exactly the same and nobody is going to... Well, Cal can't be at the controls. I bet it's still pretty outside, though. The Tripoli and Intrepid arrive at Earth to find that all Alliance plants and starbases, all Alliance citizens have evacuated to Earth. That's fortunate. Their leader, Joseph, is gone, as is he who controlled Joseph. There is no leadership, and the rebel force is meeting in a small stage to discuss things. So is the universe collapsing here, or what? Also, Cal is better, so don't worry. Thank you for that. Ooh, the green fake to continue. I am going to assume that nobody here has anything to say. All 48 of us. Ah, it's Ryan Alpon, President of the Resistance. There are plenty of people on Earth who don't have a clue where their lives are going. They need a leader, and we have destroyed enough of the Alliance so that it is no longer a leading power in their lives. This is a critical situation, so this meeting will be televised. The entire world, Alliance personnel, and Resistance sympathizers alike are watching this. Men, roll cameras. 3, 2, 1. Fellows, this is a critical situation. The most advanced scanners in orbit have confirmed it. The fabric of time and space is rupturing. The fall of the Alliance has triggered it. They were somehow keeping the universe straight. Well, don't do that. But now, the Alliance is gone. The war is over. The Chrono Wars have ended. I wish this were the time for celebration, but it is not. The fate of the Earth is in our hands. I summon Hudson, leader of the Rebel Fleet. I was also thinking about this televised revolution. There are stations posted everywhere on Earth. 10 million ships are in orbit right now, waiting for the estimated 5 billion whom we will save. Come with us. We have found a new universe to inhabit. That's good. It is unaffected by the Alliance. We have found a planet Earth life can inhabit. No intelligent life has been found there, so we can move in. Embrace the Resistance and come with us, or embrace the Alliance and die here. I summon Joe, the inventor of time travel, who we should all probably be pretty upset with right now. I don't know if you should bring this guy on stage when the universe is toast here. Me? No, Jane. Yeah, good call, Joe. Do not take credit for this. Alright. Leader of the Alliance, as you all know him, has been a puppet leader. He was controlled by a higher power, one named Mr. C. I convinced Joseph, an alternate version of myself, to turn away from Mr. C's evil plan and join us. He did, and was killed. Please come with us. You can build a new life, start a new civilization. If the sentimental stay here, they will perish. That is all. This is kind of dark. You will now receive local information regarding Operation Exodus. And cut. The Brown Passage. We certainly have things under control here. Oh, well, there we go. It's a full crew. Don't bother talking to anyone else. The only people on the Tripoli flight you know are Ben, Joe, Cal, and myself. So is that just going to be a nice way of saying that nobody will speak with me? Guess not. See, this was all figured out well into advance. It was absolutely not made up as the series went along. It's dazzling out there. We really need to, like, start a new date system. Hudson, do you read? Loud and clear. Hooray to induce the portal to the alternate reality. Is it some alternate reality? It is only common to our universe for a few moments in the beginning of time. Got it. Create the TIF and enter. We will follow. How good a turnout did we get? Well, we got the entire remaining resistance and 400 million others. Not too good. No, but we can't cry about the non-believers. But it was so quick they probably thought it was a scam or something. Poor souls. Creating portal now. That was the lasers. She's a beaut. 400 million people on here. That's a lot of seats. I just can't get over that I destroyed the universe. Don't say that. You didn't. You merely invented time travel, and things got out of hand. The one to blame is your brother. I mean... No. Your brother, like, patched up the universe so it didn't break. Apparently it was breaking as soon as he time traveled, so... Like, sorry, Joe. You done goofed. I suppose you're right. What of the other universe? Do we know what happened? Actually, we found a branch of time actually growing from the beginning of time. I believe the universe was destroyed only to the point where the earliest time travelers corrupted the timeline. So now we're gonna time travel, though, aren't we? To get to the beginning of the universe? The isolationists? Correct. Time is now resuming its course in the other universe. We are in a branch that comes out much earlier than the isolationists. We'll spread into colonies on this new Earth now. The first rule, no time travel. It's as simple as that. Wasn't that like the first rule of the Alliance also? Is that where this is going? I see. Well, I'm ready. 500 million people. It's a fresh new start. By the way, that was a great speech. Ah, thanks. Go to the west. So is this new Earth, or us saying goodbye to old Earth? Maybe it was a long trip. And that's how this ends. It's a catchy song. Correct. So I guess I can see things ending there. That would definitely make sense. Well, make sense in the idea of I'm done with this. But it is definitely very clear how this series can continue from this point. But good news. A year and a half later, Chronos returns. And now it's time for Chrono Wars 11. Still going. And our Chrono Trigger title screen immediately blew up. I love the chain on the watch, though. That's very good. Yuki Inc. presents 45101. Location Earth. Time unknown. The 900 million BC at the latest. It has been 3 years. Sometimes I wish the colonies took longer to establish. Oh, this is Joe Carter speaking here. Since we settled into our scattered colonies and the new constitution was signed, life here has been dull. I long for the old days. We time-traveled freely for our own pleasure, explored new timelines, and battled a gigantic empire from the future. Those days are gone. I have to keep reminding myself that that was the time that inevitably led to now. The powerful and forbidden force of time travel, I killed off most of the human race, not to mention my brother. I don't think Joe learned anything, really. Oh, actually, yeah, let's take a quick look. Well, I think that's more of a synopsis for what's going to happen in here, so let's not actually look at that file. But yes, the document for part 11 here does say, like, was Chrono Wars 10 too anticlimactic? Well, you'll have your questions answered here. It was because of me that the quantum generator lost everything through that deadly experiment. That first legendary incident involving me and a box of ammo where effect preceded cause, and a feedback loop folded the fabric of our galaxy over itself. Fortunately, the universe has taken care of itself. The chaos subsided, and everything was wiped clean. The universe has been built again. The human race has found a new home here, and a time of Earth that can accept us biologically. There are 100 million of us. Tragically, one of the freighter's captains had gone psycho. Whoa, okay. Had gone psycho and started killing. A 4/5 of the fleet was destroyed. We could have had 500 million if not for his moral system going corrupt. The Intrepid was forced to terminate. Wow. Was forced to terminate him. So, numbers are just dropping fast. Since then, the rebel fighters have turned into ordinary citizens. The people more fit to govern society have taken over for us. We have nowhere else to go but our own small colony, Carthar. Ecologically, I think we will be quite unwelcome, but I will cross that bridge when I come to it. But now I must focus on the present, something quite hard for a veteran time traveler like myself to do. End log. Chrono Wars, Part 11. A New World. There we go. Part 11, everybody. After the fall of the mighty Alliance, a shockwave tore through the galaxy. Several millions from Earth joined an exodus which led to an Earth in the far past. Every ship involved in this exodus was torn apart for materials, except for the legendary four. The Intrepid, the Tripoli, the Flagstaff, and the Janet. Further use of them has been forbidden. A small colony slowly grew along the edge of the supercontinent Pangea, a tribute to the adapting and surviving human race. The small, uneventful colony of Carthar. The men and women who saved the universe are forgotten and treated as ordinary citizens. That's really debatable. Longing for their old lives as time hoppers. Chrono Wars, a new world. An encore presentation of Chrono Wars. This is so fancy that it's using, like, proper names. There's the website. Welcome to Earth. Every pilot and scientist who helped destroy the Alliance is here, except you. Where have you been the last 3 years? Semi-retirement. I guess it has been a while. I live in the outskirts of Carthar. I came to find Joe again. I haven't talked to him in person for 3 years, as you say. He's up in the colony's capital. This is a pretty small colony, so it's not like he's our governor or something. All he really does is isolate himself and his research. So how's life here? Everyone's just settling in. All we have here is our homes, so it's hard for us to pursue our interests. So as a result, we all hang around in the establishments or bars. Not as much the life of dignity and leadership as we expected, is it? No. Yeah, is this a statue of us? Oh my god. Yeah, Joe should really not be welcome. Not great. That's great. I look just like my statue. Oh man, we actually get some open-endedness. We can go to several boards here. A whole bunch of people died. It was more like 12.4 billion lives. Most of Earth's population chose to stay and suffer chaotic time. How sad that only scattered millions remain after thousands of years of human development. Schoolyard. Capital. Al's Fishery, that's where we're going. Yeah, actually, how come you don't get a statue? You didn't destroy the universe. I helped build the Capitol building up north. I know the way in. We can bribe this man. Oh no. I thought it was a torch, but it was a dead fish. Hey, wait. How are there fish? Aren't we like the equivalent of millions and billions of years in the past? Or is this recent enough for there to be life on Earth? Yeah, well, Chrono Wars is not a story of learning lessons, that's for sure. 10 worms for 15 gems. This is a rough economy. Hello, Asher. How do you like my new life? I'd much rather be a test pilot, though. That's great. Wish there was some way we could let you do that. Yeah, anyway, you here to buy something? Sure. We are absolutely going fishing. Unless we find some gems. Beautiful picture of a sea setting. Remember me, the guy you rescued at the Alliance headquarters? Yes, yes I do. Because I heard Joe's seen a whopper of a fish out there, but never quite caught it. Maybe you can. Save your game if you get any gems. You'll need them here for the fish. Our buddy Asher too. First there's those guns, and there's those locked doors. I want to know what's going on in the Capitol. Why are all the top scientists hanging around the park? We have nothing else to do. No libraries, no museums, nowhere to exercise one's minds. All we have are our homes, and Joe's home, issued by the government of the colonies, is 12 stories tall. I suppose they're doing important research up there, but Joe sure seems protective of his palace. This looks pretty nervous. The last time you greeted her, she pulled a knife. What a woman! Thank you, Asher. It's a sealed door, but... okay, yeah, that is blocked off properly. I don't remember who Liz is. I remember Rachel. She didn't make it. Interesting school. I run this place. I'm the principal. Isn't it cool? All these people have gotten positions of power, it seems. Just watching the kids, make sure they don't get in any fights or anything. That's nice. Okay. I'm only a security person. Command experience is no longer needed here. I was a security officer before I was a captain. The only thing I can do for Pete's sake. Sorry about that. School of Carthar. I can barely make out what's being said. And so, by finding the value which the slope of the secant can never exceed, where one point is static and the other point approaches that point, you have in turn found the slope of the tangent, or any tangent, for any arbitrary value of x. So how does one differentiate the arcsine function? It requires differentiating the sine first, which is a simple matter of stating that delta x approaches 0, rather than a approaching x. Taking a limit of that and reducing, you get the cosine. Now you also need the derivative of the inverse property, which states that... Quick, someone's coming! Look like you're playing! These kids rule. In the end, it's all just homework. Just getting beat up by a ball endlessly. That's me. I'm that one guy. I like the tetherball court. That's very good, actually. Oh, we just found a lot of money, actually. We can buy many worms with this. Hey, what's this bag doing here? Anyway, some kids like to write secret messages on the trees. That one up in the path says something weird. I wonder if you can read it. Wow, I was not expecting it to be a force field that stopped me from going any farther. West 18, South 4. From where, specifically, though? 1, 4, 5, 6. There we go. We solved that children's puzzle. I guess we do need to check out this lockdown capital. Man, what a place. Joe likes to keep himself isolated off the top floor. He hasn't come out for a week. That was only making an address considering the increasing crime rate. This sounds like a Joe I know, actually. I know what you mean, but I'm sure he doesn't mean anything by it. Maybe he's depressed and lonely now that we're settling down. Perhaps. Let's just try walking around in the first room. It's one hell of a welcome center, if you ask me. You'll feel as betrayed by him as I do. Oh, dear. I'm guessing Joe certainly seems like the bad guy, especially what with the universe destroying. Okay, axis green. I'm guessing this requires axis blue. We're gonna get, like, another keycard by fishing one up, I imagine. What is this place? Lots of card slots. Oh, nice, that did loop. I was hoping it would. Joe's just gonna keep finding universes. Alright, we gotta go fishing. Let's get 5 worms. And go fishing. Thanks, Cal. Here's 5... Oh, well... Now I feel silly for buying worms. Here's 5 complimentary worms for your first time. Put the worm on the line, throw it out into the river. Is this just going to be like a random number generator? Okay. Okay. That good? Why not just move the gate again? Why did we have to do a little player teleport? What am I supposed to be doing? It's a universal question of this series. I could keep fishing. Ah, there we go. How do you get inside? You know how people hide their house key in a rock and mix that in with a whole lot of other rocks? These are sort of like long and skinny rocks, and I told you, too much already. Boy, I'd love to know more. The yellow key is one of the pillars in the first room of that place, Dingbat. Just knock it down and roll it over to the... Alright. I think that'll do. I'm really expecting to fish up a key, though. Nice. That's... What am I doing here? Ah, okay. I don't think, yeah. I think if I get it to shoot the pillar. There we go. So do you think Chronos is gonna like reuse the Temporal Research Center lab or something boards again? There's gotta be. I'm just really curious if this is actually a real fresh start or not. Alright, here's the yellow one. Okay. That's ominous. Still not very helpful though. Hold on, there's a key I can't get, a gem I can't get. I assume this just takes me back. Okay. Let's consult the guide. Oh, yep, we gotta keep fishing. I just assumed it would have given us whatever we were supposed to get faster than that. Joe seems not great in this version. Or any version, really, but... We're supposed to be under the impression that Joe is, like, this person who saved the universe, even though we really just destroyed it. Spent all my money. Bag of gems. This is... There we go. We found a thing. That was a lot more fishing than I thought it would be. Ah, the mysterious object we fished out of the water was a fish. And we get a key to the Capitol building in exchange. Was there a fisherman in one of them? There was one where you went down to like a small little village, and I think there was a dude who wanted to go fishing. Now we can get to this one, I guess. Great. Make the gem go explode. So now we can get to the tracks, I guess. It's tough to see, but there's like a set of stairs here. This is the part where it kind of gives it away. I don't know what this is. What is this? This is the sewer, the capital sewer. With as many teleporters. All this, just to get in there. Okay, I think I will talk to these people before I go on whatever that is. Welcome to the new Temporal Physics Research Center. We probably shouldn't be doing this. It's still under construction, but at least we have these awesome Pentium 2000s, 250, 2050 86s, 84s. Great. I will always love games that do this, where they're just like, name the modern day technology and crank up that number because it's the future. Yeah, the board title thing is kind of neat. I keep forgetting about it. But I mean, it's tough to say if it's how important they are. I mean, some games will just put whatever here, and then if I'm ever playing anything that's locked, that's not going to really help. What's up, Ash? I just came to visit. What is this place anyway? This is the new Capital A building. I know that. I mean, this mess of cubicles. Well, this little cubeville here is the Temporal Physics Research Center. You know where Joe is? I haven't spoken to him for ages. Sure. Corporate suite is about 10 stories up. Take the turbo lift. Thanks. No prob. Jane, why are you on board with this? And yes, again, this is not a thing we should really have. The first rule of time travel universe. What are the inconvenience in getting here? We just can't have too much security. And we hide it from the people, of course, because they probably would not like this. Should I go in first or to the sides? Interesting effect. Oh, this is getting a little flashy. It's, only I will look at this. It's a very good effect, but it is not easy on the eyes, I can tell you that. Okay, here we are on the 10th floor. I honestly thought we like stepped into the new time machine. That was an elevator. Now it's looking like a Chrono Wars game with this color scheme. Here's Joe. Hey Asher, you have got to see this. Wait, where are we going? I feel like I should have explored those side rooms first. You're back. You're finally back. I was like, huh? Only for about a year. I thought you'd like to see this corporate suite I have built up here. I turned around and you were gone. But I did just follow you. I wasn't gone for a year. Yes, uh-oh. I think there's been time travel happening. See where? What happened? What are you talking about? Maybe you should go get some sleep before... Before what? You're getting edgy. I get edgy when my friends claim I've been gone for a year. Well, there's one thing that might help us find out what happened. What? Hypnotism! Joe has a new hobby. Joe hands you a small device. Just lay on the couch and fall asleep as I talk to you. The device lets my words penetrate deeper into your mind. You'll be able to communicate with me quite normally while in your hypnotic state. Why is there just a passage there? I thought maybe that was going to be like a keyboard or something. That's what I'm always telling myself. Big boss. Oh, that's the couch. Okay, I thought this was the couch, and I was supposed to lay down here. Now I understand. Okay, that's not a desk. This is how hypnosis works. I love that there are still stars and in just like 2 little columns. Go back. So between the time you entered the holodeck and the time you met me afterwards. In a strange place. Good. The floors are blinking obnoxiously, and I'm in a cage. What else do you see? Nothing. Just an annoying floor and a set of bars. They're bright, like lights or lasers or something. Damn. Go farther ahead. Keep going. Is anything happening? Yes, someone's coming. We may be trapped in hypnosis world. Well, who is it? It's hideous. It's not human. Come with me. No, it can't be. I don't know. I don't remember. This didn't happen before. And I think this is about to be Chris. It can't be what? That was neat, actually. This is a really neat effect. Don't know what's going on, though. Nobody seems to be doing anything. What are we dealing with here? I can't leave the board. The walkthrough mentions there is a bug in this game, but it's like a passage, and I know where that is already. So it's not this, so this should be doable. Let's go back to that walkthrough, I guess. The turbo lift. This seems too far. Oh, SDL key. Press switches. Talk to Arian, go on the turbo lift. Talk to Joe. Integrate passage. After seems go north. Enter one of the color changing things. Oh! That's not communicated well at all. This is rotating between board edges and doors to give them the dark color that they need. So I specifically have to go up into one. Whoa! This is cool as heck, actually. Asher, can you hear me? Oh no, I'm sorry. Oops. Asher, can you hear me? Yes, I'm on the Tripoli, but it's all dreamlike and screwy. I know, you've entered a dream phase. Something in your memory of the past year has blocked you out even from hypnosis. Wander about the Tripoli and you'll find a way out. Like, this is cool to arrive into. Oh, this is very good. This board might be the high point of the entire series right now. This is just German. That's Cal. Fumble Verazog cheese. Yes! It's dazzling to see the apostrophes, but not the inequality symbols, though. What happened? I think I saw Chris. Oh god, it wasn't just a dream. No, it was definitely as real as a memory. Fuzzy, but my mind tells me it happened. There were a buttload of aliens on that ship, and I was their captive. One of them let me out and told me to follow. I did, and in a giant room I saw Chris with his posse of aliens. That's a good phrase. He approached me, and then started to glow. And that's when your brain threw itself into a dream state. How odd. You're telling me. Alright, we have to face the possibility that Chris is in fact not dead, but lurks somewhere in the depths of space-time. It's impossible. We saw him die. No, we didn't. We saw him go into a wormhole on a damaged shuttle. But all his alternate selves died. Wrong again. They only vanished. Perhaps Chris took them with him. Perhaps they're all connected in some hive network. So did he actually abduct me, or did he just implant memories in my head? Or am I just going crazy? What happened that whole year? We'll find out. Trust me. Thanks. Boy, what if he really isn't dead? Remember that superiority complex he had? He called us humans so mockingly, as if he wasn't one himself. Maybe now he really has achieved some higher state. He sure seemed to fit in with those aliens. Chris was never too much of a human himself. And since he finally did fail at ruling humans, I think he'll just want to destroy us. Submit or die, the demands of a powerful madman. Yes, if he is alive, he'll be declaring war on the whole human race. We can't sit here any longer. Relax, please. You are in no condition to go off on some adventure, and we won't go off on some adventure. We simply don't have enough evidence to support this fantastic claim. And we especially don't want to start some panic-stricken riot. If you haven't noticed, we're responsible for the entire human race. You really do think I'm crazy? No, not in the least. We don't know what happened to you while you were gone. Now please, get some rest. You are now Joe. Whoa. Why are we sedating him? And with what? This is what happens when you take a 1.5 year break from ZZT, apparently. Alright, I'm going to assume that those terminals don't matter. Oh, that must be the Tripoli. Vertically. And the Town of the ZZT introduction scroll sound. Here floats the Tripoli. A team of time travelers and their android led the war against the Alliance. Systems have been stripped to prevent hijackers. Roto stands inside. Deactivated? That's not fair to Roto. Cal, what are you doing here? I've rebooted the Tripoli computer. We have to reinstall the life support systems, and hurry. Why? It's forbidden to leave this planet. You of all people should know that rule is the government's way of keeping us under their thumbs. And if they see anything in the air, they'll shoot it down before they know what it is. I thought we had, like, nothing in this society but houses at this point. And fishing. Maybe, but this is serious. We have to find a way out of this colony. Why? You tell your story first. Alright. I know I've been locked up for a long time, trying to find some way to bring Asher back, and the hours kind of slipped. That is exactly what happened before with the Temporal Physics Research Center, as I've heard. You abandoned your duties as manager of that place, letting Jane go and take charge, and now you've abandoned the colony, I know. And let me guess, Jane's taken the responsibility of managing Carthar. Precisely. I know Carthar never needed much managing, but she's taken the initiative. She set up a police force, better education facilities, even a library. That's great, but Asher is back. Really? Yes, he just appeared. I don't think I had anything to do with it. He seemed fine, but even hypnotism would not reveal the answers. Now all of a sudden, he wishes to leave the planet in search of Chris. He's in no condition. I was forced to sedate him, not to mention something may have happened to his mind in that year he was missing, and Chris could indeed be behind it. It's crazy. I don't know, but if you remember, we never really saw Chris die. I suppose we didn't. On that momentous day, he called us A, humans, as if he wasn't one, B, called himself a survivor, and C, flew into a wormhole. He's just somewhere else in space-time, who knows where. Sure. Well, now we have 2 reasons to get the hell out of here. And the second one is... the government. We found a spy right here in Carthar, Dwight. We used truth serum on him. We found out the government that has established itself here still holds the ideals of the Alliance. They are researching time travel, and they are planning to capture the foremost geniuses here on Carthar, namely you. They never destroyed their Exodus spacecraft as they ordered everyone else to, and they have spies on every colony. The bastards, the hypocrites, the government. We'll have to leave, of course, and this time only take the resistance, namely the people in this colony. I still have a say in this, and I say we send a team beforehand to investigate. We'll keep the coordinates of Carthar handy, and the Intrepid will still be here to protect the colony. Maybe if Chris is still alive, he's quietly ruling the colonies through these bureaucrats. Boy, this is not what I was gonna guess the plot for part 11 was. You mean get the Intrepid ready as well? Won't the colony be safe as long as we're gone? They'll send fleets after us, not Carthar. Perhaps, but enough talk. Assemble Euler, Amy, and quite literally, Roto. We all leave in the Tripoli tomorrow. It's been 3 years since we landed, and then 1 year since we mysteriously vanished. Alright, sir. I can't wait to be back at the pilot's seat. We shall leave as soon as possible. Whoop. Ah, it's the government agents. Gadzooks, men in black. Come with us. Take this! You take out your Kilo-Zap laser, and take a shot at one of the agents, wounding him. Hopefully you can escape up the piping system. Okay, Kilo-Zap laser is actually a reference to Myth's Fred games, where that is the name of your weapon of choice. So that's like a great little homage that if you don't get is going to sound very out of place. What am I doing now? I escaped Kilo-Zaps. I don't have any flags. But they're still blocking me. When did I last save? I think it was already... No, not that one. Oh boy, I should have cleaned out these saves first. Is this before or after? It does not. Okay, you just have to hope they scramble properly. And now we are in a side-scroller. Finally got in. Don't worry, guys. I'll find this rebel. If I work at this pipe long enough, I can flood him out. Torches denote the time you have left and save. So where am I? Down here. This is not great. I was just running along the ceiling there, huh? I hope this works. No, it actually incredibly does not. Oh, I can shoot, yes. I didn't notice I suddenly had ammo. Oh my goodness. The time limit is not helping here, that's for sure. Okay, I can indeed shoot. Oh no. Up. So you kind of get like Wile E. Coyote gravity here, as long as you're holding down an arrow. But it seems to work fine when you're jumping the gravity, which kind of works out, because that means I can just do this. That's probably bad. Oh, that time it didn't. Oh. We got him. So, I do want to know what the deal is with that arrow if you take the rocket. Okay, I mean that makes sense, but I don't know why the arrow is visible. Oh, I'm gonna mess up all these line walls. Now we're ready for takeoff. Is that Roto? He's not too talkative, being plugged into the wall and all. We really should have set up like a calendar system by this point. People know it's been several years. Thankfully, the Intrepid systems are already up and running. Hudson will defend Carthar as well. That's very good. I'm glad Chronos appreciates these windows as much as I do. Tripoli is equipped with several independent systems, each with its own battery. These batteries can be wired to ship-wide systems such as life support, shields, or the engine, in the rare case that they are not working. Only one battery can be carried at a time, as they are heavy. Yours truly, Cal. So it's gonna be one of these, huh? Let's see what Cal has to actually say. Joe, I just transported the whole ship into an underground cavity. Then I transferred you and the others here. How'd you transfer the entire... Using the remaining energy left in the current power unit and the only systems I could get to work, the transporter and the replicator. I replicated a second transporter system, which I used to transport the whole ship down here. The dual transport system, I call it. Perhaps a small shuttle could use this method to sail the stars in transporter jumps. Well, that's nice, but what's the point? We'll be hidden here for just about enough time for you to go to the engine room and get it working again. I'll stay here and take care of the software problems, while you go take care of the hardware problems. You need engine power, shields, and life support. I'm glad that more of the cast knows the importance of life support now. I can take care of the rest. One more question. Why can we breathe? I'm transporting air and heat from the atmosphere above ground. Genius. Now we have 3 problems. First, I can only keep this program running so long. If we don't get life support, we'll suffocate in 10 minutes. I brought our ship down here and put us in this situation. Second, we need shields, because the government has found us. I estimate 5 minutes before their laser cannons reach us. And of course, we'll need to get the hell out of this pit. So get that engine working. Anything else, my liege? No, now hurry. Gems denote ship power being drained by Cal's mock life support system. Ammo denotes time remaining before the Alliance reaches the Tripoli. Damn, multitasking now. Engineering the ship is really a hard section to find. Oh, engineering in the ship. But once you're there, you can probably solve the shield problem. Life support, however, is a networked system converging somewhere near the cargo hold. The oxygen and heat tanks, of course, have been removed from that location. Oh, and also Cal has sealed all the doors, so the air he gets from the surface only fills the bridge area, where we all are. You can open those doors with switches hidden in their rooms. Oh boy. I don't have any torches, and those torches are far away. Hey. So is this gonna be the... Okay, no, there's just like revealed now. I really hope that there's not another thing with like, oh yeah, count 8 torches over. Tanks look like this, batteries look like this. Thank you, Cal. This is a horrible ship. Hatchling down to engineering is in the hangar bay. It's covered by a shuttle, so you'll have to get into the shuttle before you can get into engineering. Cal, why didn't you do this instead of leaving all these notes? Oh my goodness, that's a big blob. I'm not doing a slider puzzle in the dark. Also, this little passage right by me here is inaccessible when it's supposed to be at some point. The walkthrough says to, like, put some fake walls down. I don't know. the details on when I'm supposed to actually go in that just yet. This would be very unpleasant in the dark. And I'm on, like, multiple time limits here. So I'm just supposed to push that straight up? I think this might do it. Depending on if this is what I'm supposed to do. I guess so. Within one... Okay, it doesn't kill me, it just happens. Get out of here, just go through the pipe, go south, and go back into this room, and you'll find a passage back to the upper level. It's the life support system. For life support to work, oxygen and heat tanks must be present and connected to the system, and sufficient power must be wired to the circuits. Things have been hidden throughout the ship, in places where they are likely to blend in, so look everywhere. This seems kind of dreadful. What? Oh. No, this was the thing where they said to put the fake walls for. So you can get to it. Isn't there supposed to also, like, not be oxygen anywhere else? This is like 20 puzzles at once, with multiple time limits, and one of which is about to run out, by the way. The circuit that helps separate matter from antimatter. I am extremely lost as to what I should have been doing by this point. There are no shields. The laser cannons have gotten through. You put it together. You put it together. Oh, I thought they meant that I was actually putting some... Never mind. I died, is the lesson here. So let's just do a little bit more time for myself. I'm supposed to have, like, already solved this. Or no, that's gems, that's super low. But I'm definitely supposed to have already solved the shield problem. Mm-hmm. The original shall be beefed up. Okay, I found a battery. And then I put the battery over in shields. I can't go back from here. The laser wall keeping you out of the hangar bay is powered by its own battery. The battery can be reached on the side of the emitter face in the hangar bay. Oh, right, and that. New strategy. Oh, okay, it's looping. Did I break my save? Kind of. Kind of, sort of, maybe. Okay, if it sees I have health, it's taking it away. This is some Chrono Wars BS here. Yeah, I might have broke things a little bit here. Where's 4D? That's good enough. That's not losing a lot of progress. This looks like a nightmare, and I'm gonna figure this out off stream, because if we've been going on for an hour and a half here, and I feel like we're gonna add another hour if we want me to solve this live. So I'm gonna just call it quits here. Chrono Wars stream. That was quite an ending to 10 going on to 11. I don't think anybody expected any of this. But there we have it. So that's going to be it for this week. So I guess next Sunday, we'll finish up part 11. Hopefully get through all of 12. Because I really don't like splitting these in half so much. And then part 13 is the last one, so I don't want to like split that in half. That seems awkward. There are 13 of these. So, good luck. These are some very rough puzzles. This is extremely strict time limits. Yeah. I wasn't originally intending to play the entire thing, but it went off the rails enough. And this was also like all started because I was like, hey patrons, let's do stream suggestions. And I didn't get a lot of them, so somebody did suggest Chrono Wars. I'm like, well, sure, I'll play all 13 then, just to keep busy for a bit. And that brings us to here. This terrifying world in which we have destroyed a universe, caused the death of the vast majority of the human race, learned nothing, and are apparently still being threatened by Chris. So it's time to time travel again. Sorry, this is not a Barney stream. We need somebody else to sing a song out on this one. But that's going to be it. We ran over a kid. I mean, we killed, like, the rest of the universe, too, so that kid would have died regardless, I suppose, thanks to our incredible actions. We'll be back on Friday with a Friday stream of who knows what. And then we will get back to this mess next Sunday. So that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, and see ya.